What is Quinto Real? Have you ever wondered how colonial powers funded their empires? One key element was the Quinto Real, or the Royal Fifth. This tax was a significant part of the colonial taxation system in Latin America. Established by the Spanish crown in the early 16th century, it specifically targeted the wealth generated from mining precious metals like silver and gold. The Quinto Real required that 20% of all precious metals extracted from the colonies be paid directly to the Spanish monarchy. This tax became a primary source of income for Spain, reflecting its control over the resources in the New World. Initially set up in 1504, it was meant to last for just 10 years. However, it continued for centuries, with some changes along the way. By the early 18th century, the tax rate generally remained around 20%. In 1723, it was reduced to 10%, and then in 1777, it dropped to 3%. An additional 2% was charged when the metals were imported into Spain. While the tax was officially applied to all mineral production, it mainly affected precious metals and stones, which were the most valuable exports from the colonies. The Quinto Real was part of a broader taxation framework that included other taxes like the alcabala, which was a sales tax, and various tributes imposed on indigenous peoples and settlers. These taxes worked together to extract wealth from the Spanish colonies. The Quinto Real symbolized the crown's claim over the riches of Latin America, emphasizing the economic dependence of the colonies on mining. From a cultural and historical viewpoint, the Quinto Real represents the economic foundation of colonial rule. It imposed heavy financial burdens on indigenous and colonial populations. The wealth generated in Latin America was systematically sent to Spain, shaping the colonial economy and social structures. This tax also influenced mining practices and labor systems. It led to the development of colonial cities centered around mining, such as Potosí in present-day Bolivia. The Quinto Real affected miners and indigenous communities involved in mining, as a large portion of their production was claimed by the crown. This often limited the local economic benefits, reinforcing the crown's authority over colonial resources. In summary, the Quinto Real was more than just a tax. It was a crucial part of the colonial economy in Latin America, affecting the lives of many and shaping the region's history. Understanding this tax helps us appreciate the complexities of colonial rule and its lasting impacts on Latin American society.